Hi, it's Kelly from Amazing Mold Putty Design Team, and this month I am so excited because I used the new Amazing Clear Cast, and this dries approximately 24 to 48 hours, and I'm going to tell you it's probably the in between. Um, you can I leave it sometimes sit a little longer. It depends. But if you do it in the morning and you leave it overnight, when you wake up the next morning, you usually can play with it. But if you leave it sit, um, this stuff is awesome. So awesome. I want to show you a couple tricks, though, that I had learned from, actually, our great design team. We have the best design team ever when it comes to this stuff. They're so giving. They answer your questions and everything. So if you use this stuff, which it's 20% off this, I think until the end of September, and I'll have a code up, 40% off. I'll have a code up for it in my blog post. But I want to show you a few little tips real quick. I used, and I don't have it sitting here. Here it is. I used this, which is I don't know, I keep all my plastic things. So you can see, I mean, it's just something I got off of a art product, what have you. And I could not get this out to save my life. Well, they said throw it in the freezer because a few people were having some problems. So I threw it in the freezer for 2 days. I couldn't get this off. So now you see, had it in the freezer, peel the plastic off. Obviously, you're not going to use it anymore. Comes right off. It is amazing. And I don't know how well you'll be able to see through it in here because I'm kind of recording at night. But I used the red dye that comes with this. I mean, you have to buy it. They have colors and all, but I used the color red with a little silver. And look. Oh, I mean, this is going in a mixed media piece. But really, look at that. I wish I could show you. Like, look how see-through and cool. I mean, through the window, you probably, well, it's not light out anymore, so you really can't see. But it's, like, clear and cool, and, oh my. So that's tip number 1 for you, okay? Throw it in the freezer a day or 2, and it'll come right out. Now, this one came right out. And, as you can see, it's like a marbled technique. And I know somebody prior to me, this isn't my project, but somebody prior to me had done a video on this. It's on the design team, and I took it a little further. Apparently, I had many of these plastic things stored up. But what I did with this is after I did this part, and it hardened, which was the Amazing Clear Cast, which I did not do on the back of this, as you can see. This is just all the way through delicious goodnessness. I put a small coat of the Amazing casting resin that cures in 10 minutes. I mean 5-10 minutes on the back just to make it a little harder. But I have ideas for these just as an extra project, not for my design team project. What I'm doing for my design team project is I'm a jewelry maker. I love jewelry. And, you know, I'm always looking for different ideas. So what I did was I took, this is crazy, plastic. I'm telling you, if I showed you my junk bin, you would laugh because the stuff I save, a lot. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you get this, but some people would say, "What is that? Your garbage pile?" No, this is my saving pile. I made a mold out of this, which is, I don't know exactly where it is right at this moment. It makes me angry. I made a mold from this, okay? And I made it to form, I mean, it wasn't a very big mold, to form this size. Okay? Now I'm going to show you. I thought I had my mold sitting here, and I apologize. I'm very sorry. I really wish I could have had my mold. Let me show you a few things here real quick. Just between this and the amazing casting resin, and this is the amazing clear cast, what you can use with them, yellow dyes that come from the company of Illuminite. This is pearlescent powder, which I used in both of these. This is blue and pearlescent powder. This is red with some pearlescent, hello, powder. This is I'm gonna have to hang this on the window because I really dig that. But you have brown dyes and green and white and pearlescent and blue and the metallic colors you can mix in with them. I have some Terry Sproul mixers, which I'm going to be using in another project, that are fantastic. Silver and gold and metallic, and I love these little containers. They're very inexpensive. So here's what we're going to do, and I'm going to give another quick tip, and then we will, I'll show you what my plan is with these, because obviously they're pendants, and I don't want to keep you too long. But what you do is you have your mixing cup, and it has all the measurements on it, as you can see. Okay. And you want to mix. Now, I only want to mix a very small amount. You do get, let's see. Is this one not the one I used? I don't want to open a new one if... I'm sorry. I know, she's such a weirdo. I don't want to open those if I don't have to at this moment. I have one I've been working with, and it's almost gone, so... Is this it? I'll do this one. I know. Okay. I just don't want them to go. Yeah. Okay. So the trick is here, as with the amazing casting resin, is you want equal parts of each. Very important. Now, I want to show you. This one is clear, and you can see through it. You can see I have a piece of paper with French writing on it, and a little bit of gold copperish glitter around the edges. You can see this one. That's not clear. So, and this one also I made a little thicker, because I want to use these as pendants. So what we're going to do is I'm going to measure very quickly. A ½ teaspoon of part A. And it's thick. So don't let it fool you when it comes out, because you really want to try to be right on the measurements. All right. Give that a second to settle. All right, and then you want another half, which will take you to the teaspoon mark, which comes out a little quicker, of the part B. And I'm just going to let that sit for a minute so I can wipe this off. And I like showing you guys, from start to finish. And what you're going to do is you're just going to stir. And we're going to stir. And we're stirring. And we're stirring. Why, hello. What are you doing today? I'm stirring. I'm sorry. It's late. It's late. I've been so backed up with so much stuff going on this month already that it feels like it already should be the end of August. So, okay, so you want to really, really stir this. Let me show you, see how clear we can get it. And there'll be bubbles. And they break. You can even see them breaking. Very fun. Alright. I like to stir for a full 2 minutes or so, but when you use this and it comes out, and I'm just going to scrape. I scrape real good so I can use this again and again. I'll wipe it, what have you. Alright, so we're going to leave that sit there for a minute. Let me find my infamous. This is my infamous yucky brush. Yep. I have an infamous yucky brush. Not going to show the name because I don't think it's fair, but I bought some brushes and I was all excited in a pack, and yeah, that's all we'll say about that. However, when this came out of the mold, this was foggy like this, and I was sad. So I wrote to my design team and I said, oh my goodness, I got this great tip. You mix up some of your mixture, your clear mixture. I really want to get on this here, so I'm going to move in a little closer just so you guys can see. Whoops, that is not closer. Bear with me, please. And I also noticed that my lighting is really me blocking the lighting. Now, okay. Now we're going to move him. We're going to put him. He's our center friend. Move this down some more. Get that in there. Okay, now watch what happens. And I'm going to lift it up and show you in a minute. In a second. Don't want my big fat hand in your way. This is genius. This stuff is, I can't even tell you. I put a little iridescent and copper in here, but I just want to show you closely. Look. Look at the clearness compared to the where it's foggy. So you do a light coat. Here we go. You do a light coat and it makes it clear. And I want to sing a song when I did this because I thought, when they told me, I thought, I screwed up. It's not going to work. No. That's not the truth at all. Now, I just do my coated and set it aside. Look, it looks like glass. And this is what I do with my brush, because I know a lot of people use their brushes and throw it away. But my husband had bought me, and you could do it in regular water too, because I have like 3 million brushes over there I got to clean tonight. But my husband bought me an electric Brushmate Power Paint Brush Cleaner, and I only use water in it. But this is going to make a noise for a minute, but I stick my brush in here. All the way down, move it around. Let's see if you can see. There's the fun stuff. I'm not going to torture you much longer, but you see, and this will give me another couple brushes out of it. I mean, it's not going to, each time it gets a little harder, but I just kind of give it a pounce. And we'll see what comes of that next time. Like I said, that's like my 5th time on it, so if it dies, it dies. Now, this is going to take overnight to dry a little bit longer. So, what we're going to do with this one is I have Z metal tape. Now let me get both in focus because, yeah. I have the metal tape. Now, I love to use the big, thick metal tape, but this is made for jewelry. But if you don't have it and all you have is the metal tape, cut the strips. It's very easy to take it off, put it on a piece of wax paper on the waxy side, your big, thick tape, and just cut, take your ruler or use your cutter and just cut. And it works just the same. Except if I'm trying to open it here. I'm sorry, this is just Kelly's day today, and it's opening there. Yeah, we don't so much like to. So I'm not showing you this till I get it open because I'm the worst. I probably should have done it before. But that would have been too easy. Okay. Almost there. I think we might have got it. Okay. Apparently that came off for some reason, but we can still use it. What I'm going to do is, let me try staying here. I'm going to stick my tape. I'm not worried about that. I guess that's glue or something, but I'll get that off. And I'm going to try to get it even on the front and back so it goes. And I'm going to turn it. Doesn't matter. I like mixing the different colors of the, and if it doesn't, you just kind of pick it up and do its, do your thing. The copper. And I'll just overlap that. The copper and the silver. I love mixed metal. What don't I love? That's the question my husband will probably say. Just going to give that a little cut. I'll press it down. Put this here. Trying to show. Now see, that piece was a little bit smaller, so I might go back and put another little piece on that. And I'm just going to kind of give it a nice push on both sides so it sticks. I'll show you how we'll... There is a piece on here that I'm going to use. If I can get it off. I have to get another piece. I love when you buy stuff and you think, did somebody have this before me? Or am I just that wacko? I don't know. I'm going to cut another little piece because I'm not digging over here. I'm not digging here. So you just go over it. Let's see. You see how this is like sticking here out and it's clear and I don't like it? I'm just going to go over that. And have it go over it again. And make it go around again. And push it down. Because I want that metal more so than the back. Which then you can take your tape, your metal tape that you have. Your big thick, your wide metal tape and put it on the back if you want. You don't have to. But then kind of look at it. I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to take my stick that I was using. And this isn't going to go to waste, what I have left here. I'm going to put it in a mold. So, but you can, it has like a 10-minute or so working time. So we're good to go. So then what I'm going to do is just take a stick or your, whatever you have to burnish with. Paper, burnisher, what have you. Just to make sure it sticks down. If you have wrinkles, it doesn't matter. So that's that so far. And I'm going to take a color of alcohol ink. Let's see. I know I have... I do. I know I did. Okay. All right, I'm going to take just a little bit of gold alcohol ink. Going to just put it on my... All right, Tim Holtz. I said bad things about him today. He's probably cursing me. And we are just going to pat, 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 pat. And you see how that's changing? And I will take a picture where you get a better view. And it'll dry pretty quick. I really need it to come out. It's just not cooperating. He must have heard me. Well, now it'll come out because it was clogged. How that gets clogged, I have no idea, but he's a genius, not I. Okay, so just going to keep patting. And I'll wipe if I feel like I get it on there. And you pat. Give it a little blow if you want. Just trying to make this go a little quicker. Get a bit more. And this has a mixture of colors on it. So it's not going to be your normal brass. Because I just want to like jazz it up a little bit. So it's not going to be your normal gold. It's like a red gold almost. And that's basically what we're going to do. And what you would do, once you're done with that, is, and I'll show this on another blog because this won't be dry. Or maybe it will and I'll have it done by the time I do my thing. But we have a back for a necklace. I want to show a few things here. Let's do this one. Now, something you can do, once this is dry and I continue with the alcohol ink, I'm going to put a hook on here. So when we put it on a necklace, we can have it attached with something like this, or something like a key. Whether it be behind it, in front of it, beside it, what have you. I will, once this dries, I'm going to hook it up, put it on the necklace, and I'm going to take a picture of it and put it on with my post, and we're in business. And that's all it takes. You see, this is a piece of scrapbook paper, and all I did was made a, let me see if I can find my, there we go. Let's see if I could do this for you real quick. Here's my mold. I'll do it real quick because I have that extra, just to give you a real quick show of what you can do. Pick a piece of scrapbook paper that you like. Okay, and I'm just going to use this because I've been using it as scrap, and I'm going to tear the rest of that little scrap off. Okay, we want it to be small. And there's no real dimension or what you need. You could tear, you can do whatever you have to do. And what you do is, move the camera so everybody can see. And like I said, I just made this, nothing, no big deal. This is going to be a small one, but I'm okay with that. So I just want to cover the bottom a little bit. I'm going to put my paper in. Give it a nice little push, just a little push. It'll go itself. And then I'm going to pour the rest over the top. Remember, when this comes out, if you want it to be, I like organic shapes, but if you want it to be, now I'll have to do a post on this on another day because, so I can show you how I'm going to take it out. Take it out. I'm sure there's a good word for it. And Terry's probably yelling the word. Okay, so here we go. That's our basic. And by tomorrow night, that'll be set. Now, let's say you want, like I said, to add a little, I don't know, a little glitter. Take a pinch of glitter. I'm a glitter. And just sprinkle it around. So when it comes out, it just has that little bit of iridescent shine. You want your paper bigger, cut it bigger. You want it different colors, do it. Let me show you. That's it. And when that comes out, well, of course, it'll lay on a flat surface. I'm kind of holding it like a weirdo. Move my paper over here a little bit more in the middle. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to set this to the side till tomorrow. So my dogs don't knock it over. Somewhere flat. But think of the stuff that you can put in there. Again, remember our good tip? And all I do with this, real quick, is I take a paper towel, I wipe off my stick, I put it back in my box. I take this that had the quicker putty in it. I've never let it dry to see if it peels off. All I do is I go in and wash it like when the kids were little, when you had the medicine cups. And I give it a, quick wipe, turn this inside out. It's not a big deal. You can get these everywhere. Matter of fact, I must have about 40 yogurt cups up there. Like the small ones that I like to use to do this with. Or like the Dixie cups or whatever whatever you have. And then that bad boy's done. And I make sure the lids are tight. Put it in. Lid's tight. Put it in. Put my cap on top and shut it. And we're done for the day. So I'll have to take that off later. So it re-wet. Tim Holtz never seems to amaze me. Okay. So, I want to thank you guys for bearing with me. And I want to let you know that I'm going to finish this. And all I'm going to do is put a bail on it and make it a necklace. And you have a gorgeous, and I'll take a good picture of it. But look at the gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. And don't forget, when you have things, plastic things or weird shaped thing, you know what I mean? Look how awesome. Thank you guys. You guys rock. I love this. You guys, oh, have fun with it. Remember, there's a coupon. I'm going to put it in when I do my post. So have a great, great rest of the month. And I'll see you next month. Bye.